Hello, welcome to the Dollhouse. I am the doll, and I hope you all had a wonderful holiday weekend. I definitely did. As many of you know, I am a newlywed, and me and my husband, we've been having a fabulous time. And this is for the dolls who want to get married or who see how a man can add value to one's life because there's a lot of energy around why women should stay single or why women should remain child free. And I totally get it. However, I really enjoy men and I enjoy the one that I have. And I really enjoy the value and the benefit that he brings to my life. Now, the benefits, maybe that's for a different video, but if you don't know the benefits to having someone there for you who is dedicated to being a protector and provider, then look into it. I highly recommend it. One of the things that we talked about earlier tonight that I thought I would share with the dolls is a signal that I gave him that let him know in his mind that he would marry me and that he would really be happy to care for me and financially be a provider in my life. And that was when I told him that I didn't believe in friendship with men, that I didn't believe in having male friends. I don't believe in friendships with men. The reason why that was so appealing to him is because he understands the dynamic between men and women. And in those friendships, even when women don't have any attraction for a man that chooses to be her friend, more than likely, the man is going to want something out of it. Either he is waiting around for the day when she feels like he might be attractive enough to get with her, or she has friends who he likes, so he wants to be in that friend group so that he can get close to her, her friends, or she's beneficial in some other way where she's useful professionally, or she's very generous with her resources, or she has access to something. Men don't just want to be your friend without there being a value add in it for them. And that's how they choose their male friends too. Typically, they are friends with other men who they admire and who can help them to move forward in some way. So when it came to him wanting to be my friend and date me, because that's the only way that I would encourage a woman to be friends with a man, is if he wants to be her friend, to date her for the purpose of a romantic relationship at whatever commitment level she happens to want. For me, I wanted to get married. So, you decide what you want from your commitment, but the only way that I would let a man be around me as a friend is if he were dating me. Because with dating, there comes a relationship where the man feels responsible to invest in the woman, makes the friendship worthwhile. It makes exploring a friendship worth it because the friendship is really with hopes of determining whether or not they could be successful as a romantic couple. I don't believe in friendships. I don't even believe in traditional dating. I really believe in courtship. So when I say dates, I don't necessarily mean that people are acting as if they are married, but they are instead going out to explore the world together and explore one another in the world. And, eventually spending time together one-on-one in private, but first and foremost, for a while going out and spending time in the world together. I have talked about my 6B strategy, which is in contrast to the 4B strategy that is being, promoted. The 4B strategy is for women who really don't want to have any involvement with men. But most of the women I know, they like men and they want to be involved with them, but they do want a safer strategy for dealing with men. And for me, the 6B strategy made it plain. It makes it plain that there are no male friends, no behaving like you're bound to a man, like his wife, pretending to be his wife, no boyfriends. So, either you're in the friend zone or you're my fiance. That's really how I approached it. And that's because I was also keeping my bedroom door closed too, and my options open. And he, my current husband, he made it very quickly to the fiance line. He definitely did, because he was serious. And this is one way to weed out men who are just joking around and just want to have fun and they want to see if they can conquer you. Just, keep them in the friend zone and see how willing they are to continue to want to get to know you without acting married, without laying down and, having you please them sexually. That is something that I will get into deeper if anyone ever wants to hear it. But what I will say is that I recommend marriage because, who's going to be the person for me and for most other people? It's the community that we create. And we get to choose to have a man support us if we so desire. And for many of the dolls, I can see how that would be helpful. The more people we have in our community to lean on and to create a rich life with, the better our lives are. And so you're all in my community, but there's only so much I can do. I can't be your emergency contact and you can't be mine. I don't want to go on girls' trips, vacations for the rest of my life. I would like to have a romantic island vacations with my husband. I like jewelry, and I like that he is very gracious with gift giving. I like to be surprised and to have someone to eat out with and to enjoy concerts with and to get through the rough phases of life with. And it's nice when it's friends, but women friendships are not some utopia. They're not some HBO series called Sex and the City. That, as you can see in real life, those bonds have been broken between the actresses. And if the television show was real, they probably wouldn't even know each other anymore. It just isn't real. So, if you as a woman, you don't want to be involved with the man, you don't want to have that responsibility, it's understandable. However, I would encourage you to really explore what kind of network you want to build for yourself as life progresses. What does that look like for you? Because men, they serve as a balance, a natural balance to our feminine energy. And that's one easy way to have a relationship with someone who you can lean on. Yes, there are some relationships that end up in the toilet, and many of them have ended up there for various societal reasons. We can look back, and there have been times when women had no rights in relationships. But even in those times, there were still some women who were very happy in their relationships. Most men are not abusers, and many men benefit from having a happy woman doing what she does best in his life, in their lives, in their homes, in their communities, most men like happy women. But there are some men who are less likely to commit. And sometimes they are unlikely to commit and unlikely to provide when they have fear about whether or not a woman is going to conduct herself with honor. And some of that fear is alleviated when you express to them, I respect myself enough to know that my energy is too valuable to give it away to a man for free as his homegirl. My energy is way too valuable to just be having conversations with some man for free like I'm his therapist, an unpaid therapist. Like if I were a therapist, I definitely wouldn't be an unpaid therapist. So why would I give that attention to a man? Why would I let someone so close to me who has an ulterior motive? No, men and women can't be friends. Women and dolls who want to have the benefit of a good husband in their lives, I would recommend you looking into the 6B strategy. You don't have to be perfect with it, but I would recommend being proud of the fact that you don't have a bunch of men hanging around you and being in your inner circle. Because once you get rid of them, the energy that they drain from you can be used to really enrich yourself. And there's nothing like your feminine friendships to enhance your life and make you an even more juicy and vibrant person. If you need a masculine influence, talk to your dad, your brothers, uncles, grandpa. Look to leaders in the spirit world online, maybe business leaders. Seek out mentorship in business. Allow a valet to park your car or something nice to be served by a man. That's a pretty good strategy, especially at certain times of the month when you feel like, you want to be served. But don't fall into the trap of having male friendships. And expressing that you respect yourself so highly, it makes you a more desirable partner. And yeah, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with wanting to be desirable for a man because they have so many benefits that they can add to one's life. So again, I appreciate the dolls who tune in, and please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Since I got monetized, my views have just gone into the toilet for some reason. I don't really know what it is. I don't know if it's because my concepts are somewhat controversial, but help me engage with the algorithm by liking the video, and we'll be talking soon, dolls.